What is going on YouTube? This is Chris back with another video, and today we're going to be VOD reviewing Week 3 FNCS Finals with Zayt, Stretch, and Saf. This is a pretty hefty kill win, and they nerfed Doom, which they usually land. They were contesting Doom's domain with Heart's trio the previous 2 weeks. So with the nerf coming to Doom's domain, where they took away the energy ball, it looks like they're changing up their drop here. So they're going to be landing what appears to be Stark, and right now it currently looks uncontested. So we're going to be flipping through the different POVs, but right now we're going to be watching primarily Zayt. So yeah, let's get right into it. On the map here, it does look like they're unconned. Yeah, they have uncontested Stark this game. Ooh, free llama. Huge. That's absolutely huge for them. If they split that, they're going to barely have to farm. And he's lucky he doesn't get beamed here by these bots, but... Ooh, very nice. Really not gonna take... Okay. I was like, no way is he not taking crash pads. Trolling. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't have a shotgun currently, but there's no chance he doesn't get one because of Stark. He's probably going to get either a purple or gold spaz from Bull. Burst, sniper, shockwaves, and crash pads. That's huge. He has a gold sniper now. That's also huge. Looks like they're all, except for Zayt, actually 200 HP. Nice. Purple spaz right there. Boom. Okay. Drops the sniper for it. That's interesting. I'm gonna pause this really quick and see what these guys' loadouts are. A lot of shield. Okay. And Saf, not a good AR, but mobility and a lot of shield. Okay, so they all have a lot of shield and mobility. I don't understand why he left that big pot when he couldn't just pop it for the 20 HP. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Your uncon Stark, you might as well utilize what's there to the most. Like, I'm just gonna leave a big pot there when you have 180 HP. Doesn't make sense. I do think it's good that he's carrying a lot of mobility as well as the rest of his trio, because if they get split, they're all going to be able to have mobility to either one get to one another, or to play for their life and try to land as many placement points as possible. So that makes sense. Ooh, polarized in the kill feed, just getting 2 instant. Oh god. So if you guys don't know about the beef between these trios, it has been going on for probably a month, where they have contested each other at the same spot every single game in tournaments, and it's become literally like not a competition, it's just become a grief fest and a giant pissing contest to see who has the bigger egos. And after I've followed both of these trios for a while. Heart is actually like a super chill guy, so I don't understand why they're having this contest. But it looks like Zayt's trio is fully stacked with loot, and he's going to either full grief or destroy these people. Yeah, Durant's down. It's over. It's over. Durant goes down. He tags hard for a lot of damage. It's over. He fakes that he's going into Heart's box. That was so smart. Love how the replay mode's not showing his gun. Love that. He's reloading air. Oh my gosh. Zayt's insane. He's actually really good at splitting the fight up right there. Because, like, so he landed on Heart's box. He piece controlled around it like he was going to go in. And then he instantly shockwaved away to go fight Taken. And then when Taken went back, he pulled the same play where he started ramping and coning at Heart, but then he backed off and started beaming Taken. He's really good at faking his positioning. It's actually so smart, because, like, if they're using comms, Heart's probably over there saying, like, oh, they're ramping towards me. So Taken kind of boxes up and tries to heal, but then in reality, it's not actually the case. It's a good play. Okay, so they've squad wiped. Stretch got all the kills. Zayt hit them all for a lot of damage, but didn't get a single kill. Stretch got them all. So, wait a minute. The two strongest POIs, Stark and Doom, and they get Stark uncontested, and then they come and kill the only team that landed Dooms, so they get Dooms uncontested now. That's actually insane. Yeah, they need mats. Curious to see what they do from here. So they're Dooms right now. Zone pulls east. Pretty central, to be honest. It's kind of northeast, but it's pretty center of the map. If they stayed at Stark's, there's still no one at Stark's. They could have looted this whole area, and they would have been center zone. They're here. They 100% landed here to go after Heart's trio, knowing that they were still at Dooms. Anyway, so they're gonna probably rotate. I don't know if they're gonna take rifts to rotate center, if they're gonna land back at Stark's, but the whole rifting to Doom's domain is like a giant pissing contest. But Zayt and his trio do not give up, so if you're going to contest them for a high tier POI like Stark or Dooms, they are relentless, and they will grief and throw their own games just to make sure that you don't contest them in the future. So I wouldn't suggest it, but is what it is. They have pretty good mats. So take a peek at Stretch. Yeah, Stretch, Saf, they all have good mats. Let's actually go through. Stretch is looking like he's trying to get a beam on these kids, or he's trying to storm hold them. Classic Eclipse. there a third? Oh yeah, he's in zone way on the left. Stretch is taking storm damage here just to try to get a beam on them. Yeah. Oh, Crims. Way in zone there. Oh, he sees him. There's no way Crims didn't just see him. Stretch. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. It's over for him. Zayt's behind him. Yep. It's over. That was so well played. Stretch was covering the only route to zone and kind of baited him and distracted him while Zayt, sorry, full wrapped. So when Crims finally saw Stretch, he crouched down to hide, but Zayt was behind him, and because he didn't build, he just had free tags on him. And if you saw, he went down to like 5 HP instant. Like, that was crazy. That was really well played. They didn't go for the full trio. They went for the person in the back straggling in zone. And now they're going to go probably wrap up the trio. He's going to get out of zone. Let's watch Zayt again. Oh no, this is a different trio. Smart using splashes there. They're going to use these builds to get up the mountain, which is important. Second zone pulls, wow, okay, really east, northeast as well. Has some steamy, some of the docks. They're way over here. So I'm curious to see, do they try to pull center here, or are they just going to get like edge second? They might just try to pull edge second. They have enough elims now where they're very above storm surge. They don't need to worry about it. The only thing they do need to worry about, which is right now is a prime example, is getting storm held by other trios. This rotates good for them, because if you're paying attention to the terrain at all, this is actually a really good spot. Because one, they can refarm their mats if they need it, and two, they're playing ultimate low. But ultimate low here gives you a ton of cover from height. Like, you can't, like, the people on the mountain can barely see you. Yeah, using terrain to their advantage here. They have no one really around them. They're late rotating into zone. These guys might hold them. I'm curious to see how that's going to work or play out. They're using, oh my gosh, very smart. And if you don't do this in the future, this is pretty obvious to most players, but I would highly recommend doing this if you're in this situation. They can't use elevation here because they have to rotate using the water. So there's no elevation like where it was back here with the mountains where you could dip underneath cover and there's no view on you. So they have to swim. However, because this trio up here, one of these trios, knows that they're following them and knows that there's people up on height up here, they've built, rather than swimming, they've built the tarp this way so that they have cover from the mountain and they can run on the water rather than having to swim. So for this, by late rotating, yeah, they're taking a little bit of storm damage here, but they get a free rotate. because they're using all of this for cover, and it's all the way across the lake. So, very smart. The only thing they do need to worry about is this trio right here looking back and trying to beam them, but these guys are all farming, so they're fine. And there's campfires around here. Really good mat conservation. So he builds here out of metal, but he doesn't build like a full 1x1 because he knows that his trio is the last to rotate, so he leaves the back open. And then he switches sorry, early in the morning. He switches to brick to build the roof because there's no real metal here, but there is a lot of brick around this area, so he can refarm. They need to heal, though. There's a campfire right out near them. Literally right there. And quite frankly, they all need it. I understand why they're not using the campfire, because they have several teams around them, so if they use the campfire, the other teams are going to know they're weak and probably push them. So I guess splashes make the most sense here. It's just unfortunate that they have to use that now rather than late endgame. They're free rotating right now, pretty much. Nice. Gets right in on edge zone here. Edge third. I don't know if that's the play. Third pulls a portion on top of Stark and the majority down low. I'm curious to see if it comes up or if it goes back over there. Typically center third is the play, but center third would be here, and then if it goes up the mountain, you would have to use a ton of mats or mobility to get back up. So it kind of does make sense. They're gonna probably come to this edge here because that's more central, which gives them the chance to get the next zone. But it also doesn't have them fully commit to going low ground center, because if you're low ground center, you have the potential to have to, like I said, burn through utility or mats to get back up if the zone goes up. So I think this is a really good play. This is actually exactly how I would do it. You have a little bit of an open area here. You take it right on the edge. That way you can either shock wave to zone if it pulls way over here, or you can just go back through your builds or through the open space. And they have bouncers too, so they don't even have to waste shockwaves or crash pads. They can just bounce her off of height here. And there's a zip line, so they can quick jump and then bounce off the zip line and not take fall damage and drop all the way down if someone pulls that way. We haven't checked SAS POV. To be fair, he's just staring at a wall right now. Stretch is looking like he's trying to get beams on people here. Kind of crazy. Oh, they pulled zone. So good. See, that is why, because if they fully committed center third, this roughly would have been center third, and they would have gotten edge fourth. But because it pulled back, you would then have to, chances are fifth zone's going to come over here, I'm guessing. And you would have to burn so many mats late game to get up here. So for them to keep on edge, and then RNG favors them, and they pull fourth, like, this is huge, because they can also pull half in, half out here. So each trying to, I mean Stretch, sorry, we're watching Stretch right now. Ooh, I think he saw that guy popping a med kit. Maybe not. He's trying to get a snipe on someone. Oof. Oh my god. those guys are in trouble. They fully committed. See, I don't know why you would ever fully commit way over here when the zone has this as a portion of it. Because right now they have to rotate towards all of these teams and then go probably uphill. They're not going to be able to do that. Oh, 35 white on that guy. Oh. That guy, what was he doing? That was a horrible peek. He was like fully exposed. Oh, Stretch, very smart. Very smart. He edited the metal wall. He knew the wall was one shot, so he shot it and then instantly sprayed the guy because the guy didn't have the reaction time that he would have needed. Wow, this team's really weak down there. See what Zayt's doing. Just kind of chilling. How about Safaruni? Oh, he's also getting beams. Stretch got the kill on Eclipse. That guy's not having a good time. Got the Elim there. Ooh, Zayt got an Eclipse as well. They're going for this loot. But only... Wait, is it only Saf? Or are they all doing it? Oh no, they're all doing it. Oh no, that's a different trio. What the heck? Yo, that's wild. They straight up ran up on each other. No builds in between, just staring at each other. And they're gonna back away. That's crazy. What the heck? Oh. Unlucky for that guy. I was gonna say, wow, they rolled up on each other and didn't shoot at all and didn't fight and just instantly backed away after both sharing in the loot. It's kind of crazy. Usually there would be a fight there and then, yeah, instantly the guy crash pads in, but this team knows what's going on. They're not new to the Fortnite scene, so... Guy crash pads in, this Stretch just, or Sap instantly turns around and one pumps him for 209. Crazy. Oh, that guy's lost his songs. Bad awareness on his part. It's allowed, there's a lot of stuff going on, I get it, but man, to not watch your back at all. He just took his wall, edited it, one pumped him, and shot him twice before the guy even knew he was there. Like, crazy. Zayt goes down here. Okay. Stretches on height. Looks like ultimate height for sure. Yeah, holy shit. So, Zayt's down. He's back up. Saf got the res. Saf and Zayt are low ground. And Stretch is right now fighting for height, it looks like. Yep. Nice pre-fire attempt. Saf is now on height with him. They make the other trio back off. That's smart. Ooh, Zayt's on second height right there. Kind of guarding to make sure no one's going to push them on height. They're going to bounce her to zone. Moving pulls pretty far, but it doesn't matter. Ooh, really nice. He's in a bad spot here. He needs to heal bad. He should pop 2 and then get a kill to get the siphon. So he goes down and gets full kill. So it's over for him. We're going to probably stick with the POV of Stretch right now, and then potentially Saf as well. But Stretch is one of the best players, so... And he's on height, fighting a trio solo right now. Whoa. That was a huge risk. But it paid off. He was able to drop down, take the wall, and one pump them. All 3 of them were in the box fighting for height, and because of that one play, they instantly dropped down, despite the fact that he's the only one on height. That was super risky. He could have just gotten one pump easily. They're playing height and rotating really well. Bouncers are so good. Oh, I thought he got calmed just then by someone not on his team. I was like, oh, he might be over. But they can just hold second height and spray. Still on height. Ooh, breach the rotate, beams agers. Wow. Absolutely crazy. This is actually a really, really good game. An end game. Oh my god, wait. Zone pulls way over here, right? And they're doing all the rotations and everything. It comes back around and goes up to Stark. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but like this entire lobby that's left is gonna have to go back uphill. But because these are all their builds, they're back up here chilling. And they connected to their old builds, so they can't really get shot out here. Oh, that's not theirs. I thought that was their base. Oh well. Ooh, free height here. They don't even need to build. They just have height because they're on start by ramping up. That was so smart. Oh my. Zone pulls to Stark. They're the only one on Stark Island, for lack of a better term. They're on height. Everyone's down low ground. Chances are, because everyone's on low ground here, none of them have the mats to get up this hill. This is an easy win, if I'm being honest. They're on height. They haven't burned any mats because they're using the elevation that's naturally gifted to them because of the map. They don't have to use mats here at all. They just get to spray down, causing these teams to use all their mats. There's no way these guys have the mats to get up to where Stretch and Saf are. And because it pulls more, they're going to be just stuck in zone down here. This is just a free win. Like, they have mobility, sure. Like, they could shockwave off. But all they have left is wood, it looks like. Oh, got this. Really nice phase. Got the kill there. Okay, so somehow these players got back up using shockwaves. And they've taken height, but Stretch and Saf are actually really good at playing low ground as well. So, just full spray him out. He's on wood, means he doesn't have hard mats. Oh, dead. Very well played. Very, very well played. Really good positioning, rotations, and they just knew when to take fights. And they wrapped the fights up really quick. But their positioning and their rotation was actually like the highlight of this game for me, because they made really huge brain plays when it comes to when to use mobility, when to take height, when to give height away, and how to play the map to their advantage. That was really good. But anyway, hope you guys learned something or enjoyed, or just had fun hanging out. Thank you guys for all the love on the recent videos. Hope you guys have a great day.